What's up everyone, I'm Jay from the GamebustersUK and I'm back here with another pickup video. Now I haven't done any one of these for a while, really because I haven't bought anything, hadn't been able really to afford anything, and plus the games that I've been wanting to get, like various PS1 games, you can't find them anymore. You know how it is, you know, you go and look for something classic, and if you do happen to find something, it's a ridiculous price. You may be lucky to get something, you know, like in maybe a car boot sale or some sort of deal and like cash converters and whatnot. I'm a bit, you know, I got a few games before in the past from cash converters for like £3 or £4 PS1 games, which is great. But I can't really find anything else anymore, you know, I haven't found any deals, and I don't want to pay like £50 plus for a PS1 game on Amazon. Yeah, there's some good gems, but I'm still not paying that much. That's ridiculous, you know. I probably wouldn't even pay 20, 10, maybe. But what I did get at Christmas, I got a voucher, an Amazon voucher. Got two. Got one from my parents and one from my sister. I'm trying to think. And yeah, my parents gave me obviously a big, like a lot of money in voucher on that one, and my sister gave me £15. So yeah, combined got, you know, quite a lot. Obviously when it comes to video games, I go very quickly and it is already gone for the most part. But with that said, which means I could actually buy some stuff. Of course there wasn't any cheap PS1 games, so unfortunately I've got none of them. You know, that I could buy, and obviously if I had money, then I could probably maybe buy some stuff on PSN, do it that way, even though I prefer to get the original, you know, the case and the disc. You know, if I have to buy that and then later on find the same game for like £1 and it's the actual case and the actual disc and it's in good quality, then yay. But right now it's like, you know, I want to get Pac-Man World and I can't find it anywhere. Love that game. But with that said, yeah, I got a load of stuff. Obviously, like, I had to persuade my parents, my mum specifically. She was like, you know, you're going to have this voucher. And I'm like, it's a lot of money. And she's like, you're going to have this voucher. And I'm like, you know, I'm not one to take stuff from my parents. I don't like doing that, you know. I don't feel, I mean, I know it's Christmas, but it was a lot of money, and it wasn't like it was my 18th birthday. Even though it's not that much money, but it's still a lot, and you know. Anyway, plus she said she was going to get me clothes as well, and I was like, really? You know, she insisted on me getting it, and you know, I don't get any other presents, because you know, I'm getting older, I'm 22 years old, I'm fine with that. Christmas is kind of boring for me. Wow, I've become boring. I mean, I'm only 22, and wow, Christmas is for kids. One of the items I did get wasn't really game related. It was something else to sort of help me with like my computer stuff. So you know, that doesn't count. That cost like about £25. So that's a chunk of it gone. But there were some games. There was like one game. No, sorry. 2 games I wanted to try, and one game I wanted to get but isn't out yet, and I figured by the time it gets out, hopefully I should have enough money to get it, so I'll leave that. And there's another game in the series, they did another series to it, that I played the one before and I really liked it, so I figured, you know what, let's get that one. So unfortunately I've only got technically 4 games, but 3, 2 in 1, as it were, but only games I've got are Nintendo related, and I've got one PS3 game. This Nintendo game is for my 3DS. Need more games for my 3DS, of course. I was going to get Ocarina of Time 3D, but it's quite expensive. I'll get it maybe later on when Majora's Mask comes out, sort of thing. But this game was out on the GameCube, It was a launch title, I believe. It was part of the Mario series, but it was starring the not so popular number 2 character, Luigi. That game was Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube. This game is Luigi's Mansion 2, Dark Moon. Now a lot of you, any of you have watched this probably saying, oh, it's been out for a while. But I didn't own a GameCube till like later on when like the GameCube was becoming quite retro. Well, I mean retro as in like it was only £40 for a GameCube. I was really late into it. I mean, I had a PS2. My parents weren't gonna buy this and this and this and this and this. Just like, no, you have too many consoles as it is. And at the time I was too young to really have a job, but a paper round, that's all I had. So paper round I had to kind of do every week and try and save up my money that way. That's all I had. And I couldn't afford. I mean, this was not too long after the PS3 came out, I think. But yeah, I was only just now getting a GameCube, but I couldn't find Luigi's Mansion 1. And I did look it up, and I was like, okay, let's look it up. And okay, it's £20, but I am still quite stingy. I guess. I still want to pay £20 for it, even though you could say it's a gem. I don't know, 15. I'd pay 15 for it. So I thought, you know what, it's, the sequel is like £10 more expensive than that game, than the original, and that's like, how long has it been out? A long time. It's a launch title for the GameCube, so that forgets it all. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I know enough about Luigi's Mansion. Like, I've watched Let's Plays. For reference, I've watched SGB. I've also watched Luigi's Dark Moon Hellfire Comms 2. Things like that. I've also watched, I think I watched someone else do Luigi's Mansion 1 or maybe 2, I'm not sure, I can't remember. And I saw my friend play it once before, and that's it. I've never actually played it before, but I really want to try it. I've played it so far. I'll just open up the cartridge is not in there, but let me just back. I don't know if you can see it too well, but it's a bit dark in here. I'm trying to put the light up. Got a EGAD. You can see him there. Funny character, and whatnot. But anyone don't know what Luigi Mansion is, basically it's not your typical Mario game starring Luigi, and he's basically have to save Mario, who's captured by the ghosts, the boos. And you've also got these other ghosts, different multicoloured ghosts, and Luigi's basically a Ghostbuster. EGAD is basically the guy who's like really smart. He's like science professor sort of thing. He comes up with different gadgets, and he came up with the Poltergust, which is basically the Ghostbuster tool to suck up ghosts in Luigi's Mansion. Now in Luigi's Mansion, I think the ghosts were like fake or something, but these ones are supposed to be real in this game. So this is a sequel, and Luigi's Mansion's doing pretty well, from what I can hear about. And I've always wanted to try this game. Definitely. And I'm loving it so far. I'm only like 4 or 5 missions in, because I haven't had too much to. So I only got this a couple days ago. It came in from Amazon, but it's really so much fun. Just the atmosphere is cool. The graphics is really good for 3DS. Really looks really nice. I'm liking the first mansion so far, because there's quite a few mansions in this game, I believe, and there's only one mansion in Luigi's Mansion 1. It's not super scary, because I'd say it's kind of Nintendo, but it's the kind of, Luigi's trying to get over his fear, 'cause there's always number 2 in Mario. He's always sort of known to be scared of everything, and Luigi's Mansion 1 was an attempt of him coming out of his shell, and Luigi's Mansion 2 is kind of saying, look, Luigi is cool, Luigi is fearless, Luigi can be as good as Mario. Luigi is number 1. So far, really liking it. I'm not doing very well with the missions, but that's my first time playing it. I'm trying to suck up the ghosts, and try not to get hit, because how ranks work in that game is basically you collect money, just gold coins, notes, gold bars. And you also have like these gems that you get, that you can collect. You get like trophies at the end for like each mansion. You have to look around, you know, blow things over, suck up curtains, suck up rugs, you know, blow fans and whatnot. You know, there's lots of different things and exploration you can do, and I like that. Different things you have to go and find and whatnot. You know, you have to use your light on your thing to flash like certain flowers so it drops money. Don't ask me why there are money there and stuff. You know, you can also find special golden ghosts. So they call them golden greenies. So you can get, so if you like capture the ghost before it runs away, you can get like lots more money in there. And how the ranking system works is how much money you get, how much time you took to beat the mission, and how much health you had, like how much you lost. So I'm not doing too very good at that at the moment, but the good thing is I can look at a guide at the same time I'm playing my 3DS, so which is really handy. I can just go on the home button, go on the internet, have a look, guide, boom. But I'm trying to see how much I can do with it without looking at a guide. I mean, I've looked, like I said, I've looked at Let's Plays and whatnot. I'm on YouTube at the moment, but I can't remember everything, so it's just kind of like going in. But no, really fun. You can play up to 4 players as well. You can play it online, do multiplayer and stuff. But yeah, always want to play this game, Luigi's Mansion. Costs about £30, I think. Yeah, still. I mean, this has been a while, but I kind of expected this, and it's like, I think it's like £40 on Nintendo eShop, and I'm like, look, you know, it's still cheaper. It's, you know, it's newer than obviously Luigi's Mansion, and you know, and it makes sense, I guess, in a way, really, for it to still be quite pricey. So, you know, I decided to get it. Really good game though. I don't regret it at all. Now this is another game I was skeptical. I didn't know. I've heard so much about it in the past, and this really technically isn't a Wii U game. Well, it is, but I mean, it was originally for the PlayStation 3, the first one in the series. I like Devil May Cry, at least one. The first one, the original, not the remake. I've never played it. But the original Devil May Cry, can't speak today. 1, I really liked. Not so much 2. I've almost completed 2, but I'm not liking it as much. I need to finish it so I can play 3 though, because I haven't played 3 yet. But I've got it. And this game, they're sort of saying, like, you know, it's sort of like Devil May Cry. But then again, I know people that like this game but not Devil May Cry, so I don't want to say it's exactly the same, because obviously you have different likes and whatnot. But this got ported to Wii U, and this is a game that's sort of like saying, oh look, Nintendo's becoming more mature, because Nintendo's really the kind of, people used to say it's the kiddies console, you know, why do gamers like my age play kiddies console? But you know what, it's not just, you know, it's not just kiddies console, and plus the games are actually really fun, and it's nice to actually just play like a Mario game, which is just simple and fun and you can enjoy. You don't always want to be like, Call of Duty, I'm gonna shoot some people, yeah, it's all about guns, yeah, whatever. I don't like FPSs, I'm sorry. But you know, I'm just saying, sort of thing. It doesn't have to be proper hardcore and whatnot. You know, Nintendo has some great games that are really fun, and this game is like, I think technically, other than Hyrule Warriors, which is sort of going mature, this is the first game that was ported over. And they figured, you know, because the Wii U is now capable of HD, you know, we're going to give you 2 games for the price of 1. And since I never played it, I thought, you know what, I've been so much of this game, you know, I wanna give it a try. And this is sort of an unboxing actually, because I haven't opened it yet. And this is Bayonetta 1 and 2, if you can see there. Just look at the camera. So yes, it's none other than the witch herself, Bayonetta. I'm just gonna unbox this, but it's cheaper to get both games, as you already have the one on PS3 or Xbox 360. But I've never played this before. I've heard lots of stuff. You know, for the most part, I've heard that it's really good. People really enjoy it. It's, you know, it's quite fun. So yeah, I was like, you know what? Let's get it. So yeah, it's both games. Bayonetta 1. There we go. Bayonetta 1. If you can see that. Sorry about the light. I can't really do much about that. I would have got. I actually got up late. The reason why, well, let's just say my neighbours kind of messed up my sleeping patterns last night, so I kind of overslept today. I would have gotten up earlier, but I guess I'll start opening them up as well so we can see inside. Haven't played them yet. Again, I just haven't really had time. I've been doing other stuff. I've been actually trying to record for like the finishing off the Let's Plays and whatnot as well. Priorities. But I do want to play this. I may play this later on today or on Sunday, because this is the 10th today, on Saturday. So yeah, this is Bayonetta 1. The badass witch, as they say, and I keep hearing people saying she's basically female Dante. So if you like Dante, you'll like Bayonetta, and you know, can't complain. Can't complain. She's kind of reminding me of like a badass Catwoman sort of thing. You know, I have nothing against girls that are somewhat seductive and badass. Yeah, you also get like special costumes, I think, because it's for the Wii U, like Nintendo. Like you get like a Link costume, which looks ridiculous, if you ask me. But yeah, let's just open it up. So here's the disc and everything. Yeah, so you know, looks really like, I think I would, you know, enjoy it and whatnot. It's even got a Samus outfit, which again looks kind of awkward, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to giving it a try. It's definitely action packed, and I do like action packed games like, you know, God of War and whatnot on Arusha. So I need to get God of War again, because I haven't played it in a long time as well. Yeah, it definitely looks like, you know, quite fun, and I'll just show you Bayonetta 2. So I can't really say too much about the gameplay so far. Maybe, since I'm doing more streams and I'll be doing like Horror Warriors, I might do Bayonetta, if you guys want to see it. All I know is she's a witch. She somehow has a thing called witch time, I think, which kind of like freezes time or something. So she's full of tricks. She loves her guns. She has guns, or rocket guns or something to her heels. I mean, that's pretty badass. If you ask me, I'll show you Bayonetta 2 again. Don't know where I'm going to play them back to back, because normally when I play them back to back I get so burned out, as they call it. You know, where you play like a game in a series and you've got like maybe 2 more games, and then you're like, okay, I like the first one. You go and you immediately jump to the second one. The second one might not be as good, or you might be seeing repetitive stuff and you start to get bored and you're like, maybe I shouldn't have played this straight away afterwards. So I don't know whether I'll do that. I might take breaks, you know, and separate it and stuff. Whether I do a Let's Play of this game remains to be seen. I might do, maybe one day, but I don't know. I'd have to see. I'd have to play it myself to see. I've heard a lot of things about it though. A lot of people saying, oh, you know, oh, play Bayonetta 1, Bayonetta 2 is awesome, it's amazing, you know, it's just as good as the first one. I think they even said they improved some things on Bayonetta 2, so that's nice to hear. But I'll have to experience the first one and see what I think. But anyway, guys, there's not really much else to say. Only thing is, you know, you might hear my thoughts in the future of these, of this lady witch here, and see what I have what my impressions are of her. Now the final game. This has been going long enough. I played the first one of the series. Actually, a shout out to Video Game Stupid. He done a playthrough of Tales of Vesperia, and I think he was the first one to introduce me to Tales of series, because I sort of heard of it, but I never really played or owned or anything. And I watched Tales of Vesperia and I really liked it. I went and get Tales of Exilia 1, which I've got up there on my shelf, and I really liked Tales of Exilia 1. So much for that when I heard there was going to be a Tales of Exilia 2, I went to get it. Now, a funny story about Tales of Exilia, let me move my hand, Tales of Exilia 2, let me zoom in a bit. Funny story about when I got this. Got this nice plastic thing, if you can sort of see here, nice plastic case, day 1 edition, even though I didn't get it on release date, but and it's a really nice, kind of like, it's like a tin material. It's tin material, and you get like a CD as well with it, which is kind of cool. And so it's like a limited edition version. Now, a funny story about Tales of Exilia 2. I wasn't going to get this anytime soon. The reason being was because I happened to go on Amazon. I was like, okay, I've ordered Bayonetta, I've ordered Luigi's Mansion 2, that'll do for now. Just have a look at Tales of Exillia. It was like £34 or something, it's Tales of Exillia 2, and I was like, I'll wait until it drops. And then I was on Facebook. Yeah, I don't go on Facebook, at least very rarely. I had my reasons, I won't be saying why I was on Facebook, but I was. And on the right side, Amazon was like posting recommendations, because it does that. And it kept posting Tales of Exillia 2, and I was like, oh, I'd like to play that. And then I kept looking, and I was like, why does it say £22? And I thought, it's got to be used. It's got to be used, so it's £34. And this is the same day, but it's like a few hours later. And I kept looking, and I was like, no, that can't be right. Logged out of Facebook immediately, you know, couldn't care less what the hell I was doing. Back to Amazon, went on to Tales of Exillia 2, and it had dropped £10 within like 3 hours. I don't know why. I was like, is this new? Because it didn't really say too much whether it was new, it just said used and new, and I was like, but is this new or is this used? Tell me, I need to know, I'm not buying this used. And I looked at it, and it was brand new, and I was like, there's only 4 left. Because there was like, from what I could see, there was like loads in stock. And then there was like 4 left now. And I was like, no wonder. That's been dropped down to £10. I don't know, maybe sales had just suddenly got bad with it. And they were just like, look, here you go, buy it. And now all of a sudden there's only 4 on it. I thought, you know, £10? That's like £22 now. I was like, wow, I'm getting it. Because I don't think I'm going to get a deal like that anytime soon. But I really love this material. It's like, probably won't be able to see, but you know, it's like metal and like reflects in that. Awesome, man, I love it. You know, it's completely different. I even got like a points thing, kind of like Nintendo eShop points thing, but I don't really get with well, Bandai Namco. I was gonna say Bandai Namco. Wait, I don't know what's that. Here's the 2 discs. We've got the original soundtrack, which I don't mind the soundtrack of Exillia, so I'll have to give it a listen. I don't know whether I'll listen to the soundtrack first. I'll probably play the game first. Yeah, there you go. You got 2 discs there. Day 1 edition. I really love this case. You know, I love getting these sort of special sort of boxes and cases where you get special edition ones. You know, and considering it was like, you know, £10 cheaper than what it was. You know, this was amazing, and I have no doubt I'm gonna love this RPG because, you know, I really did enjoy the first one. I did the first one with Jude Mathers, which is like the main character, the boy. And I was sort of doing the story again, because you have to do it if you want to see everything from a different perspective, sort of thing, and a different gameplay, somewhat. You play as the female, which was Mila, which is an interesting character. But yeah, shout out to Video Game Stupid, because he was the first one that introduced me to this, and I've never looked back. I haven't played any other Tales of games, but it's definitely got me interested into it. Obviously, I don't like playing too many RPGs sort of back to back again. You know, well, I try not to, because obviously I get burned out and I get really bored, sort of thing. Definitely Tales of Exillia. You know, I like Dragon Quest, and I want more Dragon Quest games. You know, I don't mind Final Fantasy, but I still need to sort of get myself back into Final Fantasy, so I'm not as huge of a fan. This, from what I can see, it's got the same characters as the first one, which makes sense. But it's also got new characters, so they're not the main characters, but you do meet those characters that are in Tales of Exillia. So it's kind of like, I guess, maybe a few years later, since, you know, whatever happened in Exillia 1. Anyway, guys, I think that's enough now. I've recorded for quite a while. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this pickup. Yeah, stay tuned. You might see some Bayonetta footage, maybe a stream or something, or maybe even some Tales of Exillia 2. Probably not Luigi's Mansion 2, because I don't have a 3DS capture card, unfortunately, so I can't do that. But thank you for watching, guys, and yeah, I will see you perhaps maybe in another pickups video. If not, I will just see you in another video in general.